Let's discuss about common design pattern in this session. So this is basically a behavioral design pattern, and the idea behind this common design pattern is that the request object wraps the information about the requested data and behavior. So that is the core concept behind this design pattern. So if you understand this concept, I can stop this video right here. Okay, nevertheless, the textual definition of this design pattern is in object-oriented programming. The command pattern is a behavioral design pattern in which an object is used to encapsulate all information needed to perform an action or trigger an event at a later time. This information includes the method name, the object that owns the method, and values for the method parameters. So this is, as always, taken from the Wikipedia as well. So let's move on to understand the concept more clearly. So as you can see, this diagram actually illustrates the functionality or the action flow of the common design pattern, but the it's a little bit unclear or a little bit confusing. So for this demonstration, I'm going to skip this, as we are going to have our own version of this UML class diagram as well as the sequence diagram. So I'm moving on to the next slide. So the goal of this demonstration is that we are going to create a command interface with execute method, and we are going to have two concrete classes. One is being light on, and another one is being light off. Concrete classes which are going to implement the command interface, and there will be another class which is going to be the light, which has the uh, on and off state information of the light, and then there will be a signal broker which are going to handle the client requests. I mean, what sort of action the client is requested will be handled by the signal broker. And finally, definitely we are going to have the client class to execute the light on and light off functionality. So here it comes the class diagram for command design pattern. So initially we have the command interface, which contains the execute method, and which is overridden by light on and light off classes. And both these classes also use the light class, which handles the on functionality of light on and off functionality of light off class. And then we have this signal broker, which uses this command interface in order to take command and execute commands. And obviously it has a relationship with this command. And finally we have the executable class, which uses both the light and the signal broker in order to handle the or send request to this system for either light on or light off operation. So let's discuss about the implementation. So first we have the command interface, which has one abstract method, which is execute, and Then we have one light class which contains the state of the light on and light off. Basically, as you can see, this is quite a straightforward implementation, no complexity whatsoever. So what happens is that when we create one concrete class light on, and which implements the command interface and overrides the execute method, and which calls the on method from the light class. So it's getting the on state while executed while the command is light on. Okay, and there is another concrete class that is the light off, which also implements the same command interface, but instead of on method, it actually executes the off operation from the light class. And then we have the signal broker, which actually accepts the take or accepts the command from the client end and adds it to its command queue or list of commands, and then finally it executes the command. Okay, sequentially. And last but not least, we have the client class or the executable class, where these commands are taken from the client and then executed sequentially using that signal broker. So let's execute this and check what we get. So as you can see, initially there was one request for uh, turning on the light, so the light was turned on, and then another request was to turn off the light was turned off, and then there was a couple of requests regarding the light off, but the light was already off, so that message was shown as well, like the light is already off, light is already off. And then again the light was turned on, and then again the on request was sent, and the message light is already on in is given by the light on function or light on class. So that is basically it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.